All right, guys, welcome to this demonstration of the new KeyPress UI Manager plugin. Now, what I'm going to show you is one module of the plugin that we're currently beta testing. And it's going to be the first module in a series of modules that we're going to release when the plugin is available. And then there will be even more modules that we're planning on releasing after that. And you'll kind of get to see what those are. So right now I am in the network admin dashboard of my multi-site setup. And I've installed the KeyPress UI Manager plugin, and you can see it's here. This is what it looks like. So when I click on it, it's going to take me right away to the settings screen where I can choose the modules that I want to enable. So you don't necessarily need to have enabled all of the modules that are available, but you can just activate the ones that you want to use. Right now, we're currently just beta testing the admin menu module, but the way this works is going to be very similar to the way the toolbar and the customizer menu works as well. So just to take a step back, this plugin is going to allow you to modify any UI element of the WordPress interface. So this is any type of menu or a screen or options. It's going to allow you to hide, reorder, rename, or do some other things with the different UI, the different user interface items that are in the WordPress dashboard. So you can see we're going to, you'll be able to edit the admin menu, the toolbar, which is here at the top, the customizer. This is a big one. The customizer menu, as far as we know, there's no other plugin that allows you to manage the customizer menu as far as rearrange the customizer items, rename them, hide them. So this will help you clean up your visual customizer for your customers. We'll also allow you to modify the menus of popular page builders like Beaver Builder and Elementor. We will also allow you to create and rearrange widgets and other things on the main dashboard. We'll also give you access to edit some of the admin screens like the user profile, so you can add or remove and hide some of those options on those screens that you don't really need your customers to see, as well as some of the meta boxes and other information on the post and page editors. So that's all going to be available soon. Right now, we're just going to take a look at the admin menu. So I've activated that already, and let's go ahead and take a look. Now, this is going to give you almost all of the same features that a plugin like Admin Menu Editor Pro gives you, but we're hoping to make it a little bit, first of all, a little bit easier to use and manage, and second of all, a little bit more powerful and granular as far as how you can apply these menus. So when you open it, you'll see that we, at the top, we're able to choose what theme we want to apply the changes to. Now, every theme, as we know, adds different menus to the admin menu, depending on, if it has theme options or other maybe built-in plugins and stuff that it might add items to the admin menu. So we want to make sure that for each theme that you have available on your site, you can create unique menus for each of those themes, depending on what unique menu items they have. So once you pick the theme you want to modify, the next step is to create a view. And a view is kind of like when you save a menu in the menus system. This whole thing kind of set up the same way as the WordPress menus system. So like you create a new menu in the menus screen, you would create a new view. And a new view is basically a new menu setup. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to create a new view. Once you do that, it's going to prompt you to, it's going to just load the default admin menu, and then you can give it a name that's a little bit easier to recognize. For me, this is going to be the demo menu. I'll say demo admin menu. I'll go ahead and save that so the name sticks. And now you can see you've got everything that appears in the admin menu. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that this is the admin menu that shows up for subsites. This is not the network admin menu, which you're seeing here on this screen. But I do have one of my subsites opened in another tab. So you can see this is what the default menu looks like without any adjustments. And you can see, there's a lot of stuff listed there. It might get confusing. You might want to simplify this or maybe move stuff out and rearrange it. So that's what we're going to do really quick here. So the first thing you'll note is everything in this menu is drag and drop. So I can, for example, just move menu items around like that. And then each menu item comes with settings. So inside the settings, we can check to hide the menu. When we do that, it'll have a little icon that indicates that the menu item is hidden. We can also rename the menu item, and we can choose a icon from the dash icons library of icons, and there are a lot there to choose from that we can apply to the menu item. So for now, I do want to hide the WP Engine menu item, so I'm going to keep that hidden. And then if you click the arrow, that's going to show you the sub items underneath the drop down for that particular menu item. In this case, if the top level menu item is hidden, then the children underneath it will be hidden by default, so I don't need to do anything there. Click the gear icon to close that window or that drop down. So there's a few quick things I want to do here. I want to rearrange some of these menu items. I want to move pages to the top. I want to rename posts to blog posts, so that's a little more clear what that is. I want to move my services custom post type and my testimonials custom post type towards the top of the list there. Everything else looks good. Another thing that I want to do is pull out some of the appearance menu items to make them top level menu items. So for example, the customizer, I want to move that up. Widgets, I want to move that up. And menus, I want to move that up to top level menu items. And then the appearance menu itself, I'm going to check to hide that. And then for each of these, since they're sub menus, they don't come with a default icon. Or they don't come with, an icon by default. So I'm going to, by default, they get this gear icon, but I want to, of course, change that to something else. So I will maybe change that to visual customizer and choose an icon. Maybe I can find like an eye. Nope, there's no eye. View, there we go. That's the one I was looking for, the eye on the screen. Okay, cool. That one's good. Widgets, the name is good. I'll just choose an icon. Maybe browse. See if there's anything that looks, maybe these square boxes is a good one to represent widgets. And menus, I'm going to choose an icon that looks like it looks like a menu. So maybe like something like that. Okay, great. Appearance is hidden. The Beaver Builder module, I might go ahead and hide that. I want to hide plugins. I want to have your profile be moved out of users and then hide the rest of the users menu. I don't want my my subsite admins to add extra users to their websites for this particular view. And then so your profile, then I'll choose that user icon to be there. Tools, I'm going to hide that. Settings, I'm going to hide that. And SEO, I'll keep that, and I'll just bring that up here. I'll move all of my hidden menus down just so they're all kind of together and they're not jumbling up the rest of the menus. And there we go. Let me move WP Engine down there as well. Okay, so now that I'm done, I'm going to save my view. Click Save View, and then I should be able to go to my subsite and refresh and see the modified menu is now showing here. Customize widgets, your profile, SEO, page services, blog posts is now renamed as blog posts, and the icons are all showing. Great. Okay, that looks good. The other thing is, and this is where things get really powerful, is each of these views can then be applied based on certain rules. So this means who can see this menu configuration under what circumstances. So we can assign it to certain roles or particular users if we have just individual users that we want to give certain menu items to, or certain sites on our network. So this list will populate with all of the subsites on your network, or probably something that you use a lot is WP Ultimo plans. So I want this menu structure to only show for the basic plan, and then I'll have different menu items for medium and premium. And this is where you can, for example, on medium is where I can show like a page builder, or I can make the plugins screen available, or I can have other items available that are hidden on the lower plans. So that's a cool thing that we think is going to be pretty powerful that you guys are going to like. And that's it. So that makes it really easy. We think we're aiming to make this a very intuitive interface, very easy and quick to catch on with, but yet very powerful. So you can really, customize the look and the structure of all of your different UI elements depending on the type of visitor that's logging in. So this type of logic is going to be applied to all of our modules here. For the toolbar customizer, all of these things will be able to filter who sees them based on all of those different rules. And that way you can really customize the experience, simplify and customize the experience for your users depending on who they are. So hopefully that gets you excited about the KeyPress UI Manager plugin that will be available for you guys to purchase here very soon. We're talking weeks now. So thanks guys, and check in with you soon.